Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Christmas week of the NFL season. As you can see, me and my buddy Rudolph have been busy all week in Santa's workshop in the NFL office. Well, before we get to this Christmas week picks, let's go back to last week. Last week I was 2-2-1 against the spread, and I nailed another upset special, which brings my overall record to 43, 39, and 6, and my upset specials to 13, 3, and 2. So I know you've been waiting for these, so let's get to my buddy Santa's bag of goodies with these Christmas treats. So let's kick things off with some Christmas Eve picks. For my first pick, I like the Bills minus 3.5 over the Dolphins. In the earlier matchup between these two teams, the Bills were at less than full strength, with playmakers McCoy and receivers Watkins and Woods, and on the defensive side, Darius and their other big defensive linemen out of action. Saying all this, I look for the Bills, Tyrod Taylor, and his weapons to handle the Dolphins' D-line and secondary, as the Dolphins will be without top cover corner Maxwell in this one, and I think the Bills receivers can take it to the rookie DBs in their spot. And I look for a motivated Bills team, as they were embarrassed in South Beach, to bottle up Ajayi as he ran over 200 yards. And I know the Bills are out of the playoff mix, but they would like nothing else to put a big dent in the Dolphins' playoff chances and leave them on the sofa with them come January, and to save Rex's job. For my next pick, I like the Buck and Ears plus 3 over the Saints. These two teams just faced each other 3 weeks ago. Saying that, I look for the Bucks to bounce back over a loss in the Big D on Sunday Night Football. They were outmatched on both lines of scrimmages, but I don't think that'll be the case in the Superdome, as I think the Bucks O-line and D-line will dominate up front against a soft Saints line of scrimmages. And I think Winston will have time in the pocket to deliver the ball to Evans and Brait against a soft Saints secondary who will be missing top defensive backs, Bro due to injury, and Vaccaro due to suspension, which he did a good job with the Bucks receivers 2 weeks ago. And on defense, I look for the Bucks D-line to continue to hurry Breeze in the pocket. He won't have as bad as of outing as last time against the Bucks, but they'll do enough to contain him, and he'll have to sell for threes instead of sevens in the Superdome. And I look for the Bucks to help themselves by keeping pace with the Falcons, depending on what they do in their game. For my next pick, I like the Raiders -3.5 over the Colts. I look for an emotional Raiders team in this one, as they might be playing their last game in the Black Hole and the Oakland Coliseum. Saying that, I look for the Raiders to use their huge offensive line and pound the Colts between the tackles with Murray and speed back Richard for screen passes and draws, and their other rookie tailback to wear out the D-line of the Colts, and it will set up play action in the shotgun for Carr for long bombs with Crabtree and Cooper. And on the other side of the ball, I look for the Raiders D-line to give lots of problems to Luck, so he won't have time to sit back there like he did last week. I think the Colts blowout victory of the Vikings said more about the Vikings not showing up than the Colts team turning the corner in a three-headed race in the AFC South. And with a win, the Raiders can inch closer to getting a first round bye in the playoffs, depending on what the Chiefs do the following night on Christmas. For my next pick, I have a Christmas Day special just for you. I like the Steelers -4.5 over the Ravens. The last time these teams butted heads, Big Ben was just coming back from a knee injury, which showed up, which I think he'll be that much better as he plays against Ravens in this one. I look for the Steelers to use their weapons at receiver to give the Ravens secondary problems, and I look for tight end Jesse James or Ladarius Green, if he plays, to give the Ravens trouble in the middle of their defense. And I look for a big effort from Bell in the passing game and in the backfield, as he had a bad outing against the Ravens, as he only had 30 yards. And on the other side, a reamped Steelers front seven will be able to push the pocket and have little room for Joe Flacco to step in his throws. And with the win, I expect the Steelers to seal the AFC North. Now, what you've all been waiting for. Yes, another Xmas special. This being the upset alert. So, I like the Panthers +2.5 over the Falcons. The last time these two teams hooked up early in the season, the Panthers were embarrassed, and they were at less than full strength. Saying that, I look for the Panthers to use Jonathan Stewart lots in this one, as he missed the game in Atlanta. Saying that, I look for them to use him as to chew clock and to wear down the Falcons defense and leave Ryan and the offense on the sidelines where they can't hurt him. And with their ability to run, this will open up things for Cam down the field with his tall and physical receivers against a weak Falcons secondary. And on the other side of the ball, I look for a re-energized Panthers defense to get after Matt Ryan and hurry his throws. And the Panthers secondary has grown up since the last time they tangled with Ryan and his weapons on offense. So I look for them to deal the Falcons an upset victory on the road. So for a quick review, here are my picks, and enjoy the Christmas season, and we'll be back for the regular season finale next week. So here are my picks.